So this is just my, my humble opinion. You can take it for what it's worth, or take it for what it's worth. First YouTube video ever, so here we go. A little bit about myself, just so you kind of know a little bit about my background. I'm 30, about to be 31. I was in the Marine Corps from 2005, 2009. I was in the infantry. I was in Fallujah in 06, 07. And again, Fallujah in 08. Baghdad, Ramadi, Haditha, surrounding areas up by the Syrian and Iranian borders. Basically, was in a heavy weapons platoon. We drove around until we got blown up or until we found an IED, and cordoned it off and calling EOD till still important until I got there. So I've seen my fair share of violence, bloodshed. I'm not a badass or anything like that. I'm just an American patriot, somebody who loves my country. My grandpa was in World War II, so I just I have it in my blood. Got out in 09 and got to the oil field, and I've been doing that pretty much ever since. I'm in West Texas. I'm from Oklahoma. And where I see this country going, with all the current events, Trump being president, what's going on with North Korea. Yesterday you just had those riots in Charlottesville, Virginia. I think one person had been confirmed dead. Antifa, George Soros funded protesters, paid protesters. I've heard reports that the other side was white nationalists, and there were some neo-Nazis there, whatever. There's some good footage out there. There's crazy footage out there. The car plowing into people. George Soros doubled his funding to Black Lives Matter and other groups like that back in November after Trump won. And there was supposed to be this summer of rage. Towards the end of the summer, they've been saying this was going to happen. So people shouldn't be surprised. And you've got all this distraction going over here with North Korea. And usually what happens when you've got all the media focusing on the same thing, saying, look over here, what's going on over here? There's usually something going on over here. People need to remember that. What that is, I don't know. I don't know right now. Got some ideas on what I think it could be. I'm no expert. But what I see taking place and building up has been this identity politics, this race baiting, this division, this segregation by these minority groups that have been against segregation are segregating themselves. And then you've got the Black Lives Matter you had with all the killings, the cop killings. I think all that was just a beta test to see how the public would react. And I think you're getting ready to see the real event. I think that they have been escalating this to such a point, both politically, economically, culturally. It's just been building. It's just been building. And, like a pimple, eventually it's going to pop. And when it pops, it's not going to be pretty, people. It's not going to be pretty. people aren't ready for it. They're not. I mean, ask yourself, do you have any storable food? Do you have any backup water? Can you go a week without power and Walmart not having food at the grocery store? Most grocery stores only carry about 3 days worth of food. And then they got to be resupplied. You'd be amazed at how quick a Walmart can empty out. Are you ready for something like that? Are you gonna be able to, if you've got newborn kids, do you have formula? Do you have diapers, milk? The basics to make, to allow your child to survive a week. You can go a couple weeks without food, if you're an adult pretty much, but if you're a small child like that, do you have, ways to filter your water? Do you have firearms? Do you know how to use a firearm? All this kind of stuff. A lot of people don't have these things, and in record numbers, the left is going out buying guns. In record numbers. So, remember that. Remember that, people. Remember that. Do you have a plan if something happens? I live out here in West Texas, and they did Jade Helm out here a few years ago. And a lot of people said that was, a prep for martial law. And I think it was beta test. And they were, they had troops out on areas that I was working at. And people I know had troops staying on their property. And, they talked to it. And these guys were all Special Forces guys. All Special Forces guys. Rangers, SEALs. They were all Special Forces guys. And they were cool. They were your average, your